Alright, alright, alright. We're ready to call it a day. We're ready to go home and get some sleep and everything. So, my problem with Sparklite, as I've been sitting on this and playing it, the first May thing, like, no one is going to take 20 runs to beat your game, dude. No one's going to take 20 runs on this. Cool, cool glitch there, buddy. I think this game has its biggest flaw, if I had to point out one thing, it vastly overestimates the longevity of its content. It is not hard or interesting enough to really warrant all the stuff that it has. If this game was like every achievement and everything you do can be gotten on the first run, I would be perfectly fine. But instead, it's like, no, you got to do at least 20 runs for this one guy, and you know, there's a bunch of map things. I don't know, man. This should not have been a roguelike. It doesn't gain anything. The random world is just too easy to rush past everything like Dark Souls. It's like, why bother? Why have this entire world when I think that with a curated experience, with more focus on the little arenas, the furnaces, I guess they call them, it would have been way better. But nope. So we just gotta find ourselves where the big man's hiding out, and we'll be set to go. Taking a taking a look around town, taking a look over here, over there. What's there to see? A lot. I got some other funny, like, oh, here's some cool utilities, and I'm like, I don't really care anymore. I don't think that this game needs, like, it just doesn't work. Like, the base gameplay is already not that great to begin with. I'm not hyped to be playing it. If only because the movement speed of your character is so sluggish, and there's no way to go faster. It just makes the maps feel, I don't know, this feels amateurish is, I guess, the right term for it. There's a lot to be learned. I mean, if you're looking to fill time, it's great. The problem being, of course, if you're looking to fill time, it's... I don't know why this has an easier difficulty mode. Because so far, grinding has solved all of my problems, which is what roguelikes are ultimately about. You know? It's like, well, you know, if you're having difficulty, you know, you gotta learn a little more. You gotta grind a little more, get those extra... Get those extra EXPs, you know? But it doesn't have that. You can compensate so much by just not being too difficult about it. I mean, that's probably not gonna... Really? I can't jump down here? Really? Why not? Actually, it feels a bit like Dragon's Dogma sometimes, where it's like, oh, well, you know, if you don't have the... Listen, if you aren't showing up with the prerequisite stats, you're not going to have a good time. But that faded away, because that really only seemed to be the opening boss. Every other boss, I mean, kinda. But it was also, a lot of it was just me being a little goober. It's time, and that's not a great excuse. I mean, you might say, well, that's what every roguelike is technically like. You know, I don't know, it just doesn't feel like that's longevity. I don't want to go on another run just to equip the stuff I've already found. Which is why most roguelikes are like, hey, once you find it, you know, you just find money and unlocks, and it's like, oh, you haven't unlocked it yet. This is not the practical form of the item. And they said, I was like, oh, well, you don't have them with you anymore. But here I have my whole inventory with me, and it just feels kind of off. The story ain't great. It ain't gonna win any awards or charm anyone. Even the music just very much falls down back on itself. Also, I hate how there's more widgets than inventory slots for widgets, and most of the widgets I don't give a shit about. I feel that they should have compressed that down significantly. Something's missing. What a god-awful way to do the twist. That is such a poor way to do it. It's like 3 buildings, dude. How and whatever. I do not care. Oh, you're that kind of guy, huh? Listen, dude, I Yeah, get your second form going. Come on. Oh no, he has a second form that's really big and scary and spooky. Oh no. How could this possibly be? Oh, I see what you want me to do. Or something like that. I mean, this is a bit more interesting than the... It's actually trying to do something instead of just being very awkwardly designed enemies. Dynamite guy's way too slow. I mean, this is almost like something that I would love to see in actually one of those arenas. Also, the dash, for the life of me, cannot agree with what the dash does and how it works. Like, the lack of iframes gets me every single gosh darn time. Also, your widgets are very weak, and I'm not investing in widget power-ups when my wrench just works better. Like, maybe I can save on space, but, like, come on, man. Ain't nobody got time for that. Like, we don't even get to see him for most of it. We're just kind of waiting for cutscenes to happen. And what is he doing? He's just kind of shooting some lasers. Come on, man. Hit me with your big-ass hands. I'm not even trying, man. I mean, technically, I didn't really have to try too hard in Hrots. Very hard mode, all things considered, but that still felt like I had to give a shit, you know? Why is the arena not, like, filled with holes? It's such an easy way to add a little bit of spice. I got somebody who just seems to stop. Oh, that looks kind of bad, actually. Come on, man. It's your final big flash blowout sale. That's where at least half your budget should go. Just so that everyone who finishes the review is on time. It's like, meh. I can't believe he fucking died. Stop reusing the animation. Like, you've used that asset so many times by this point. Who the fuck is he? What economy is he a baron of, and how does he baronize it? None of this gets explained. Why should I give a shit about anything? I don't know how the world works. Why should I care that it's broken? I mean, those are the goop, so that makes sense. Yay! I've never seen that tile. Oh, that's kind of cute. I've gotten all the achievements. Yay. Oh, I never showed you the song for the boys, because I got all the boys. I forgot what I got for it. I don't think it matters. Dude, you could make a higher resolution version, right? You can make a higher resolution version of that. Don't cheap out on that. Come on. Oh, that's such a great way of doing it. Now we kill the dog. I feel like this had so much potential, and how quickly it just became kind of boring is really what did me in. So first off, I want to see if we can re-listen to the sound of the boys. Oh wow, we got reset to. Oh wow, what's this? Oh, is this just the hey you did it pillar? Are you fucking shitting me? Even your big blowout song is that lame? Like, that's fine, but... Wow, that... Well, probably should show you some of the stuff I got unlocked. Fun fact, some of these map things are like... They're vertical. I forgot which ones are vertical. I think golden? Yeah, this one's vertical. Like, why is the UI doing this? We got this. Yep, turns muck into something else. Quick slam, charge time half. I think I already showed you that one. Get this one, can harvest Sparklite from random garbage. I like how the final boss does not even use fucking widgets in any meaningful capacity, and they would have just gotten in the way because I would have stood still, but I had to move around. Gosh darn, their widgets are just not integrated, and they're too fucking weak for how they don't mesh. The widget requires you to stand still, right? And when you're standing still, things hit you. They're ranged weapons, but they're not auto-aiming, and they're pretty weak, so why fucking bother with any of them? I'm sorry, the gadgets, these. The widgets are just awful for what they're trying to do from every perspective, because the ones you care about, you get one use of, and I'm like, I don't give a shit, just make me move faster already. Like, this... it's 8 slots, but there's like 12 of them? Like, I don't know, man, this game just doesn't do what it needs to do. Let's go see what in God's name champion mode does for us. I mean, that might on some level be worth it, but on the other, I don't care. We're done here. Sparklite is fine. It's a C-. It barely passes. And I don't, not like a D grade where I'm like, see me after class. It's a C-, like fair. Just, if you want help, I'll be there, but just don't, man. You don't understand what roguelikes are. You don't understand what action adventure is. You don't understand what progression systems are. I'm only passing you because it works. Because it is fundamentally what needs to be there for it to work. You know what? I'm making it a D+. See me after class. Jesus.